Hello and welcome to the www.freebets.com Champions League final preview. I'm joined by Saints legend Matt LeTissier, who's going to mark your card on this all-German affair. Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund, of course. We'll go for the match prices first of all. Munich, the bookies' favourites at 5-6. The draw 29-10 after 90 minutes, of course, and Borussia Dortmund 18-5. Matt, the bookies have Munich all the way. Would you be in agreement there?
I think it'll be a very close one, to be honest with you. This, for me, the two sides have had two league encounters this season, both finished 1-1. They had a cup encounter where a few players were rested, but that finished 1-0 to Bayern. So this is going to be a tight game, and I think for me, the 29-10 draw at full time looks quite promising, and I think this might need to go to extra time for it to be sorted out. Yeah.
A few have in recent years, and of course Munich have got a terrible record. They've got a brilliant record of reaching the Champions League final, and of course when it was the European trophy, but they've also got a bad record of losing it. I think they've lost 2 out of the last 3, Inter Milan and of course our own Chelsea, who beat them in that. Chokers, or is that a bit harsh?
I think it's a little bit harsh because I don't think many people would disagree. Last season's final probably wasn't won by the best team in the tournament. I mean, Bayern were the better side on the night, but Chelsea dug in and brilliantly, in my opinion. There's more than one way to win a football match, and Chelsea certainly did that last season in a way that you haven't really seen Chelsea do for like they normally play some decent football and create chances, but Bayern was such the better side. But Chelsea dug in and nicked it. So I don't think you can call it a choke from Bayern Munich. I think they played decent football, didn't get the breaks on the night.
Interesting, of course, that the powerhouse of European football seems to have shifted a little bit. I think if you'd have had a couple of quid at the start of the season on both Real Madrid and Barcelona in the semi-finals, you'd have expected probably at least one of those to be through to the final. But of course, an all-German affair. Has Spain's star faded, and is Germany's on the rise?
Well, it certainly seems that way. But when you look at the league table in Germany, Bayern Munich won the title by 20 points, and won it a few weeks back. So maybe the league as a whole may not be quite as strong, but certainly the top 2 have certainly proved in the Champions League this season that they've been very good. I'm kicking myself a little bit because I watched Borussia Dortmund play Real Madrid in the group stages and was very impressed with them, and at that point I thought about putting some money on them for the Champions League, and I bottled it. So a little bit disappointed in myself not backing my own judgment, but they have done brilliant, played some great football and got some very good attacking players in both sides, and it should be a very entertaining Champions League final. Yeah,
of course we've said the draw after 90 minutes at 29-10, but in terms of lifting the trophy overall, who's actually going to do it? Is it an extra time and penalties job, or is it
No, I fancy Bayern to take it in extra time. I think Bayern may well start the game better. They may even have the lead by half time, but I fancy Dortmund to come back second half, nick a draw, take it to extra time. But I think Bayern may just have the stronger squad, and the substitutes may come into play, and for me I'd take Bayern Munich to win it in extra time.
Plenty of attacking options, of course, for both teams, and first goal scorer is probably a market we ought to have a look at as well. Mario Gomez, the bookies' favourite, at 7-2, Lewandowski 5-1, Frank Ribery and Arjen Robben both 7-1. I'm sure they'll attract a few quid. Any thoughts on this particular market?
Well, as I've gone for Bayern Munich winning at half time, I'm going to have to choose a Bayern Munich player, and I think in terms of a bit of value in the form that he's been in, I think 7-1 on Arjen Robben is not bad. I think he's very dangerous, especially when he plays on that right side, coming in on his left foot. Scored a couple of goals in the Champions League like that, and I think at 7-1 he'd be decent value for the first goal scorer. As far as Dortmund are concerned, I think Lewandowski's a fantastic footballer for me, in great form, and maybe him as the equaliser for an anytime goal scorer would be a decent shout.
Perfect, so there you go, Arjen Robben to get the first goal and Munich to do it, but not in 90 minutes. That's the tips as far as Matt LeTissier is concerned. Hope you enjoy your Champions League final. Get your Bratwurst in, get your Steins of Lager, and of course don't forget that all the best bookies offers are at www.freebets.com.